Ooh, we looking a little dark, aren't we? I feel like I should be a vampire right now. I kind of wish I was. Probably what I'll be for Halloween this year, a vampire. Just because I want the fangs. I want to be like, wow. Alright, let's try it. Let's see how this looks. Better. We got a creeper over here. Hi, creep. Tiptoeing in my Jordans. Hey guys, so today's video is going to be all about how I highlighted my hair. I really quickly want to say this is not a tutorial because I have not highlighted my hair after the first time I've done it. I'm giving my hair a break and I currently love the color that it is right now. So I have not highlighted it, but I'm going to try my best to talk you through this and just let you know how I use the products that I have. Also, look at this sexy little middle finger right here. This is a finger that I messed up, or Daisy messed up. It's still healing. It looks absolutely disgusting if you look it up close, so I'm going to make sure I don't show you up close. I did have acrylic and then a gel, like gel acrylic, I don't know what they call that stuff. A gel polish on top, so that color is still there because they are not going anywhere near my hand with a little saw thing. I don't know what you call that thing. Letting it breathe. It's had a band-aid on it for quite some time, so I'm just letting it have a break and it's just looking ratchet today, so this is how we're working it, huh? Okay, so anyways, like I said, today I'm going to tell you guys how I dyed my hair with this kit. This is the Revlon Frost Glow highlighting kit. I picked mine up from Walgreens. I've purchased probably 2 of them. This is the honey highlighting kit for medium to dark brown hair. They also have one for if you have more blonde hair. So they have 2 different kits. You just have to read it right here on the top. Now it does have like a color chart on the back right here, as you can see. I don't think mine turned out the same exact color that it says. Mine are a little bit more brassy, which I like them. It's kind of like a brassy caramel shade, I would say, which I like the way mine turned out. But I think if you toned it and stuff, it would turn out to these colors. But like I said, this just is like a color chart to kind of give you an idea on how your highlights are going to look. So this kit ranges, I believe, from about $8 to $15. I can't remember off the top of my head. I believe at Walgreens it was like $10. And you can get this at Walgreens, CVS, Walmart, Target. Anybody that carries Revlon and like hair kits, they will have this. So let's just show you what you get inside. First off, you get this little thing right here. You get this little kind of bowl thing where you're going to mix the developer and the bleach. You get this, which this has the cap. You know, like old school ways. I remember I used to get my hair highlighted this way. The hairstylists with the cap on, and they would pull the strands through and highlight them that way. You could do that if you wanted to. It also has a mixing little guy in here, but I don't use this. I have my own mixing bowl and brush, and I definitely don't use the cap anymore because that's not the highlights that I want. So if you did want more of the highlights like this that kind of look like that, then you would use the cap in here. You also get the Revlon Frost Glow cream developer. That's what it looks like. It's probably hard to see because it's super white. You also get the after highlighting and moisturizing conditioner and shampoo, which I don't use these, but they're there for you to use if you want to use them. I do highly recommend them. And then you also get the Revlon Frost Glow highlighting powder, which is basically your bleach in a little packet. Now, if you're a hairstylist, I know you're watching this video going, oh, hell no, this girl is not telling these young girls, women, you know, whoever who's watching my videos to highlight their hair with this kit. I understand. I know stylists hate these kits because they're bad for your hair. I know. But honestly, you know what? Some people just can't afford to go to the salon. And hell, I didn't want to go spend $100 at the salon to get my hair highlighted. Let's just go ahead and get the disclaimers over with right now. Use this box at your own risk. Bleach is a seriously serious chemical. Seriously serious. I don't want you to ruin your hair. So if you are not comfortable, don't think you can even do it for a second, don't do this. Like, it's not worth it. But I did use it on my hair and I love it. You will notice your hair be a little bit more dry and you can have some breakage. And you know what? That's just what happens when you get highlights. I mean, even when I got my hair professionally highlighted and professionally ombre, my hair was super damaged, especially after my last ombre. Woo, girl, I had that back in about February and my hair was so damaged. And it's just because there was so much bleach on the hair. So again, don't do this if you're not completely comfortable. Don't think your hair is going to turn out good. Just don't do it. I would hate for you to ruin your hair and then you told me that you ruined it and I would just feel so bad. So just putting that out there right now. don't do it if you don't think you can do it and if you don't think it's gonna look good. Let's just get started and start talking about this so I can hopefully explain it pretty easily for you. Like I said, I did not use this little guy because first off, it's like super tiny, but I already had this since I did dye my hair. You know, I've been dyeing my hair for a while now. And I got this bowl and this brush from Sally's. They're super dirty because they're super dirty. Go get this at Sally's, and I think they're really, really affordable. I can't remember the price because it's been so long, but I also like this brush because then you can section off your hair super easily with the end of this, and it's just easy to do. So all you do is you take the powder, put it in the bowl, the developer, put it in the bowl, mix it all together, make sure it's nice and mixed up. It should have more of a creamy consistency, not too thick, not too watery. After a while, it does start to kind of get a little bit thicker, but when you're first starting out, you need to make sure it's a nice creamy texture. So once you have it all mixed up, you're ready to highlight your hair. This is kind of the art aspect of this. I see it as art because you get to place this wherever you want. Like your highlights, you determine where you want it. So make sure your hair is sectioned off how you part it every single day or how you're mainly going to part it. What I did is my first section was right here above my ear, so I pulled this up and out of my face, so I worked with the bottom section first. I would take foil and rip it up, just like the hairdressers do where they rip up the foil. They were like little long strips, and I would just wrap it around that hair and then toss it back and let it sit there. So this was like the first section that I had, right? And you could see right here where I started highlighting. So some of them are down here. I drug some of them up. You know, I didn't have a set pattern to them. So basically what I would do is I would take like a strand like this. So I would either take the hair and drag some bleach down it like this and change the heights of them, or what I would do is I would take a piece like this and I would highlight that hair, and I would take this whole strand and highlight it, and of course brush some of it up to blend with the darker roots and then saturate the bottoms, and then put it in aluminum foil. So I had two different techniques when doing my hair. It was not the same technique whatsoever. It will probably never be the same technique. So I would either, like I said, I would either brush it along like this or take a piece of hair and completely highlight this one and just blend it up towards the roots. Some highlights can start way down here, some start way up here. You just want to alternate those heights just so it all blends and fades really nicely. And you can see, like, I didn't highlight every single hair whatsoever. So like say I did the brush technique right here where I did 2 or 3, 4 stripes, however much I wanted, and then I'd wrap it up in aluminum foil, toss it back, and then I would take probably about this much hair, toss that back with it, and then highlight again. So I did not highlight every single strand of hair because then it would just been too ombre for me when I wanted more of that highlighted effect. So keep that in mind as well. Now I did that all the way until I got to the very top, which my last top layer, it's always like this, is usually this section right here. So everything from here down is usually good to go and highlighted. So when I got to this top section, of course I did not want to put a lot of highlights in the top of my hair because I want that to be the darkest part. I want all of this to be the darkest part of my hair and fade down into a lighter brown or brassy kind of blonde. So when you get to this point, you definitely want to make sure that your hair is parted however you would want it parted. However you wear it every day, however you wear it most days, that's how you want to part your hair when you're doing this. So when I got to this very top section, the only thing I wanted to do was add in most of my highlights right here. Like if I was going to add highlights, it was going to be right in this area just to really frame the face and kind of warm up my complexion a bit. So what I did, I would take this brush, kind of section off my bangs, like so, and then brush it out. You definitely want to make sure your hair is nice and tangle free when you're doing all of this. Whenever you're dyeing your hair in general, you want to make sure your hair is completely tangle free. And then what I did is I put most of the highlights right here, so you can see this one strand right here where there's a highlight. I just lightly took my brush and went like this, and again kind of faded it up a little bit, just brushing it up and down like that, just so it wasn't a harsh line. And then for the rest of it, I just took my brush. Boo-boos. Hey! 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 You're breathing funny. You can't, that scares mommy. You can't breathe funny, okay? So with my bangs, I just sectioned it off like, oh my god, this top. I cannot handle V-necks, you guys, I can't. So with this top section, what I did was I was sectioning off my hair like this, and then you could see one of the highlights right here. I really highlighted this one part, and then of course brushed it up like that. Then for the rest of it, I just took my brush and I went like this. That's all I did. I just brushed a little bit like so, and then of course saturated some of the ends of this hair down here. I did a little bit more than I wanted to, but I kind of just got lazy because I was really over dyeing my hair. So I just kind of brushed it like so, and I was good to go. And then when I wanted a highlight, like I did probably like 2 or 3 for like back here. I would just pick a strand and put some bleach on my finger and run it through it and kind of brush it like this at the very top. And this one doesn't have barely any product on it, but I would take a section like this, maybe even a little bit smaller, and I would take some bleach on my finger and go like this and run it down my hair, and then I would also kind of brush it up like that again just to help it blend. So I did that on that side, and then of course the same went for this side. I of course wanted some of the lighter part around my face, so you can see the highlight that I did right here. I just included one there, and then I also again just kind of dragged the brush like so. Now for me, my hair takes a while to lift. Like the bleach, it just, oh my gosh. When I used to be super blonde in the beginning of my channel, I would have to get my hair done every like 3 weeks, I think it was. Like it was so bad because my hair was this dark, but I was like bleach blonde on top. So my roots were horrible. And I would literally be in the salon for hours because it takes my hair so long to lift. Like to get blonde, it just takes forever. So for me, I waited about 20-25 minutes for this color right here, and you can see it's not super blonde. It's more brassy than anything, which I like the color. Some people don't like that look, but you can always just tone it and it'll be fine. I just know that it takes my hair such a long time to lighten up. That's why I wait for a while. I wait about 20-25 minutes, and then I got scared and then I took it out because I didn't want to fry my hair. So also keep in mind, whenever you have your hair in the foil, it is wet, so it's going to look darker than it actually is. It should be about a few shades, it should be a couple shades lighter than how it looks in the foil, which I definitely noticed that because I would be like, wow, my hair looks super dark, but once I blow dried it and washed everything out, it was nice and light. So just keep that in mind. It looks darker in the foil than it looks when you wash it all out and blow dry it, because your hair obviously looks darker when it's wet. Just keep that in mind. And if you don't know, like if you know how your hair is with bleach, that would really help you with this kit because you know how long to do, you know if you should do it or not. But if you've never done bleach before, I say go to a salon because you have no idea how much time you need to wait, and you're just kind of nervous. I know I would be. I was just kind of like, hey, if I mess it up, I'm just going to dye it all brown again, and I just ended up loving it. And I was going to get my hair cut before I put the highlighting stuff in, but then I was like, oh, I'm too impatient. So I went ahead and highlighted it, and then the next day I did go get a haircut. So the ends were just a tad bit lighter, but I got probably about an inch cut off. But I like the way that it looks now. It's not too ombre-esque. It's more sun-kissed. That's what I wanted, the more sun-kissed look where the hair was just a little bit lighter. So that is how I did my hair. I really hope you guys enjoy it. Like I said, I don't touch the brown in my hair anymore. I haven't touched it for a few months. The only thing I did was put this highlighting kit in the ends of some of my hair, and it just lightened up the look. I love it because it makes me look like so warm and inviting. That sounds really awkward and weird, but I just feel so much like summery. And especially if I have a tan, I love this color. And a lot of you really been loving it too, so thank you so much for all the sweet comments. I'm actually waiting for Bellamy's ombre extensions to come out because I did try to dye mine, but the color was just not happening for me. So I'm ready to get some ombre extensions just to have because I really miss wearing extensions. You have no idea. I miss them so much. So hopefully I'll have some new extensions to show you guys. That is basically it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did like it or found it even somewhat helpful, then give it a thumbs up. I hope I covered everything in this. I also forgot to mention whenever I do wash my hair out, I use my regular shampoo that is a moisturizing shampoo, and then I also use my Macadamia Deep Repair Mask. And I leave that on for probably 10 minutes, and then I will rinse it out. So that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are not subscribed yet. If you would like a tutorial on this look, let me know in the comments, or you can like the video as well because I'm loving this look. It's very fall, and I used some of my favorite shadows and lipstick. So yeah, also if you are wondering what lipstick I'm wearing, it is MAC's Diva. I guess I'll go ahead and tell you that now. But it is MAC's Diva and I love it so much. So thank you guys so much again, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.
Packing, waiting on the weather.